214. Hashtag with him at Tedley. Hashtag VerseTV 214B.
How did you sleep last night?
You know how I slept last night.
So, guys, we're going to talk about dating in 2023.
Yes, let's talk about it. So, okay, so let's. I think the first question I would have for you and your viewpoint on is let's talk about age, the age differences in dating. Do you think age plays a vital part in dating? Do you think um, like age matters?
Honestly, I don't think age matters as long as they're of age. And again, when you found the right one, you know you got the right one. They can be 25 and you can be 45.
Mm-hmm.
And you know if you know that's the right person. And it always says opposite attracts.
And recently, I don't see you out like that no more. Why is that?
I'm in with you. Y'all, if y'all can really see his ass up close, them eyes is everything. He's gonna get it. We're not gonna edit that part out.
Keep it PG, okay? Keep it PG.
This is for grown and sexy. Understood. Don't need to be explained.
Anyways, so you guys continue to check us out on our channel.
Like, subscribe, and also share.
Yes, it's Royal of Love. Subscribe and like. We just started our page.
And share.
And so the purpose of our page was to just highlight positivity and true love and true authentic bond between us two. When we're out and about, whether we're just at the house, relaxing, chilling.
Ooh. I don't know why that just cut off, but we get the gist. And that's their page. Kevin, it looks like you're off at the moment. I am up first, but yeah. I'll say my initial reaction is at first, when I first saw this, I thought that Ted Lee was like 25 and that the dude, the older dude in their pairing, was 40, late or in his 40s or 50s, somewhere, wherever, somewhere in there. And what happened is it had me think about this dude that I dated when I was 34 and he was 25, 26, right? And I even talked to my mental health counselor about him, and she was like, yeah, well, technically you're both legal, right? So you can, but at 25, 26, and you at 34, you're in different places mentally with such an age gap. And I was like, oh, okay. And I remember I went on a date with him to Chick-fil-A. Again, I'm a cheap date. Yay. I went on a date with him to Chick-fil-A. And I told him that he was beautiful chocolate, brother. Ugh. I was like, I wanted to let you know that you are beautiful. And you want to know his response? Can y'all guess his response? He said to me, he's like, don't you think I already know that? I was like, done. Because it's like, I get it. Okay, you should love yourself, and that's a beautiful thing. Great, good. But I also realized in dealing with him, because at that time when I was 34, I was producing a different social media show at the time, and I re- I had to realize that the reason he was interested in me was because of that. And I'm like, oh, mm-mm. Because what he said to me, and this is when I had, this was the last straw. The don't you know I'm beautiful was like, okay, that's a good thing, but I didn't end it with that. But I did bring it to an end when he was like, well, I mean, you're producing this show and I'm dating you. So, like, wouldn't it be cool if you had me on that show? Huh? And I was like, oh, is that why you're dating me? Thank you. Goodbye. And I will save the rest for my 1 minute, which all actually relates to the topic. Actually, basic complexity.
Yes, I was definitely trying to memorize what I was gonna say, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna read what I have down. I wrote. I think that two of them made some good points. And I also agree on some level. I'm sorry, on some level, it is okay to have some time with just friends. Um and yeah, sometime with just your friends. You don't have to be like around your partner like 24/7. No, I think that's understandable and that's cool on some level. Actually, I've I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where someone wanted me to cut friends off because I don't operate like that. They were there for you, they'll probably be there after you. Um, so that is my take on that. And sorry, somewhat. All right, yeah. As far as dating, me personally, just me personally, I would date someone close to my age. Like, max, I can't see anything over a 10-year age difference. And currently I have a 4-year age difference. And I'm the older one. But that's fine because we could relate on a lot of things. And yeah, 10 plus year age difference, you can't quite relate fully on the same things because it happened at a different time in your life. So yeah, that's what I have.
Okay. For my 1 minute, I will say, first of all, I did a little digging on Tedley, and he's actually 33 years old. And I was a bit relieved, honestly, just for the sake of them, because I was like, ooh, if you're doing a 25 something and you're 40 something, 50 something like that, that's quite a bit of a difference. And I always want relationships to work. And I'm like, that could be a struggle. But what I also conclude in general, 30 plus is all good, period. Period, in my opinion. And I will reference what Dan Savage said as far as when it comes to dating somebody who's younger, legal is always important, but legal and having somebody who's that much younger, like somebody in their 20s, he's like, don't expect to be that person's one for the rest of your life. It might happen, but campsite rule. Leave him better than you found him. Improve his life. And I think that's important. And I also acknowledge when I was 19 years old, I regularly dated a 43-year-old dude. And I guess I'm out of time. I'll just go into my one sentence and say, dare I say, after 30, all is fair in love and war. But let's love, family. Let's love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. You know, it's funny. As I practiced my whole thing, I was like, oh, I hope I don't go into Deborah Wilson's impersonation of Whitney Houston on Mad TV when she was like, what the world needs now is rugs, Persian rugs. Anyway, I'm sorry. Deborah Wilson did a great Whitney Houston play impersonation, and I'd like to think that Whitney Houston herself actually also thought it was cute. Like, okay, I guess, like kind of funny, or hilarious because sometimes she is hilarious. Anyway, my hashtag Verse TV family question for the family is, oh, no, I'll read that after you do your thing.
All right.
You're one squared.
Yeah, what I have is just that everyone has their own ways of tackling different situations. As far as them, um, and yeah, basically do what they basically would do what works for them, and that's it.
All right. The hashtag Verse TV family question for the family. The hashtag Verse TV family. We're asking, what is the biggest romantic age gap that you've had? What made it a good thing? What made it a bad thing? Share in the comments. Basic Complexity, are you ready for C? And
Yeah.
let's go.